They need to find a way to rally votes, so Rare comes up with the bright idea to have them all wear these around to promote school spirit. And then we get this song. Oh, thank God, a cheesy pop song. I've been complaining about something about this movie and so long I was starting to get worried. Okay, this is stupid. This is so girly, this is so lame, this is turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
I'm gonna be myself, no matter what I do.
Oh my God, yes, just please, just sing about how being yourself is gonna save everything. Blameless, that's what I need, please.
Jump up, make a sound. Stomp your hooves, turn around.
Stop
now, make a change. Gonna come around.
Turn it off. Don't just sit there. Stop it. I really need this. That was probably one of the catchiest songs I've ever heard, despite me realizing how cheesy it was, and it just worms into your brain. It just, there's no other, I don't know what else, I don't know what to say. I don't get it. It's stuck in my head. It won't get out. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad even though it should be. It's not. It isn't. I don't understand. Moving on. Everyone is on her side now, and Sunset Shimmer sends Snips and Skulls to do some dirty work. And apparently she found photos revealing Miss Sparkle to have destroyed the gym for the dance. This turn of events results in her getting DQ'd from the competition. But faster than you can say resolution, Flash arrives and just so happened to come across the originals and that someone edited them. This results in Miss Twilight to be allowed to compete and the mystery sabotager to remain at large. My guess would be that the person who brought the photos, the other competitor, probably might have been the one who edited the pictures. But unfortunately, the dance is moved to a night later, and if this happens, she won't be able to get the crown and go home. Now let's take some time to talk about Captain Smug. When the trailer was released, fans weren't too happy with the little bit they saw from him. They felt that Twilight Princess was going to get a love interest and that this was out of character. I have to agree it was a little strange and out of place. More so for the fact that she's only been human for about a day and she already has the hots for someone? Ugh. But if done right, it wouldn't be that bad, right?
Wrong.
Unfortunately, there is no character to this guy. The little bit of times we've seen him, he's kind of just your typical good-looking high school band guy. He smiles, she plays with her hair, more cliche than cliche, which is sad because of what happens right here.
Wanna go to the fall formal with me tomorrow night?
That would be tomorrow night? No, no. I can't. The portal. That'll be too late.
One no would have been fine.
The whole time during the movie, whenever he would come out, the audience would groan. But at this scene, the whole theater actually went, aww. It showed potential for this character. Maybe if he was a little more fleshed out, we could have had a really good supporting male character. He's kind of like Marty McFly if he had all the personality sucked out of him. The band playing is there, the cool attitude is there, the jacket is there. Well, in Marty's case, it's more of a life jacket. Still looks cool though. And to see it not fully realized kind of leaves one hoping for more. The movie's just a wee bit halfway over, so maybe there will be something awesome that he does in the end. Anyway, she goes to her friends and realizes that she has to tell them the truth because they need the night to go on. And we get another interesting scene.
Wait a minute! Let me get this straight. You're a pony?
You're a princess? You're from another world? Mm-hmm. That is awesome!
Now some were complaining that they accept this a little too fast and believe it all. And yeah, I'd say so too. You're a pony princess. Psh, you're insane. But they do have one big thing of proof. The dog just talked. You could tell me that you're from Mars, and I'd believe it if your dog started talking. So they team up to repair the gym. Everyone who sees decides to join in and help out. This results in her popularity going higher and the dance being returned for the night. And we get perhaps one of the more major problems in the movie.
You're lucky she was able to pull this off. Next time I ask you to make a mess of things, try to show a little restraint. I need this formal to go on tonight just as much as she does.
And why did you destroy it in the first place? Whatever. And faster than I can finish this sentence, there is another song.
Getting ready and we're doing it all right.
What makes this song unique? References to the show. Jeez, if we get any more, I'm going to start thinking this is like the show. Whatever. They get to the dance and she meets up with Flash again.
Look, I know you said no about going to the fall formal with me, but would you reconsider and at least have one dance?
Yes, I'd love to dance with you.
If we could just replay that over and over again, that would be great. It's strange because that one slam is the only thing he does in the movie that's different. He's always either just smiling away or playing guitar. I don't really count his proving her innocence that important because anyone could have saved her. It could have been this guy. Anyway, dance goes on and Twilight wins the crown and everything ends happily ever after. Or does it? Bulk and Snails crash the party and steal the dog.
Give me the crown, or keep it, and never go home.
Wait, wouldn't it just go through the mirror? Magic hammer? Magic hammer. But defiant as always, she says no and rejects returning the crowd.
Equestria will find a way to survive without my element of harmony.
Wait a second.
You must use the mirror to go into this other world and retrieve your crown. Without it, the other elements of harmony have no power and Equestria is left without one of its most important means of defense.
Well, they're screwed. But turns out she called her bluff good and Sunset drops her hammer and we finally get some character. At the final.
Can't believe you were gonna do that for us.
It's no wonder you're a real-life princess.
Yes, she's so very special.
Listen to that jealousy, that look in her eyes. It leaves a lot to the imagination. Was she just impatient or is she frustrated that she never learned how to be a good leader herself? Unfortunately, this is as close as we get to making her out to be more than just the stereotypical mean girl, so I guess we'll have to still dock it as a negative point. Just like Mr. Smug, this was just a taste of a possibly memorable character. Anyway, they fight over the crown with it eventually landing in the hands of Sunset. Jesus, talk about brutal overkill. It's like she realized when she put the crown on that this wasn't going to be a pleasant experience. I wouldn't go as far as to say that this will frighten children, but jeez, that was some pretty intense stuff, especially considering the subject matter. So she becomes Demon Lady, brainwashes everyone, and plans on invading Equestria with her teenage army. Some would say this wouldn't be a problem considering that they fought, crazier armies in the past. But these are teenagers, what with their raging hormones and emotional mood swings. Oh god, I surrender. And just as Sunset is about to destroy the main six, this happens. That is weird. That is weird, no doubt about it. No.
Together with the crown, they create a power beyond anything you could imagine. The magic of friendship.
They team up, go Voltron, and destroy Sunset in the same way that they destroy everyone else. Rainbow from the sky, blow up, you know the rest. Some fans complain that this was a recycled and unoriginal way to beat an opponent, but come on, by this point, it's tradition. It's like the Power Rangers turning their backs on the bad guy when they're gonna blow up. It has to be done the same way.
The power lies on this side, Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers!
And it's as if the writers knew that they were recycling, because holy cow did they go overboard with the destruction. Compared to Sunset's damage of the building, this looks way worse. How many broken pipes will need to be repaired? Stanley the janitor is going to hate his life. Also, some complain about the pacing of this scene.
I'm sorry, but all I've ever done since being here is drive everyone apart. I don't know the first thing about friendship.
I bet they can teach you.
But to be fair, if you're gonna end a movie based on friendship, you might as well just end it with friendship. What other way could they have ended it? She gets the crown and everything is finally resolved.
Would now be a completely awkward time to ask you for that dance?
Seriously, calm down with your raging hormones. They dance, everyone is happy, and it's finally time to put an end to this freak show. They say their goodbyes, they go through the portal seconds before it closes, mind you, and reunite with their friends, and everything is back to normal. Or is it? She bumps into this guy, who surely won't be important to the story. No wait, he wasn't? He pretty much served in the story little to nothing other than a dance. Which begs the question, why was he even included? Sure, he helped her out, but anyone could have done that. Even the writer for this movie confirmed that he wouldn't be coming back for season 4, as if she knew he wasn't a good idea. So why was he included? The world may never know. So that's Equestria Girls. How does it hold up? Well, it's a mixed bag. It's littered and littered with plot inconsistencies. Fans can pick this thing apart from beginning to end. Cardboard characters, strange plot, even stranger setup. So how do I feel about this film? Well, I'm glad to say that I gave it lots of thought and I noticed all the problems on my first view and all the following views, and as a critic, I'd have to give it a 5 out of 10. But with my own personal biased opinion, I'd still have to give it the same score, a 9 out of 10. I meant to say a 9 out of 10. I'd give it a I'd give it a 9. I'd give it a 9 out of I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Why? I got 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Why? No. Okay. How? Okay. The references. The references. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't smiling the whole time watching this. The characters were there, and at the end of the day, it's just MLP. I know a lot of fans are going to take this the wrong way, but what I mean is that I didn't have high expectations when I went in. Just like with the TV show, my expectations were low, so that when it did something that resembled good, it made me want to keep watching. It didn't raise any standards for me, it just went above and beyond the standard. MLP the TV show hasn't raised the bar, but I'm glad to see that it always exceeds it. What does that have to do with the movie? Well, to me, this is standard. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. This movie was okay, and as someone who enjoyed the show, it reminded me of it. Not as good, but it was up there. And those references, jeez, I mean, to put it in simple terms, because I'll never be able to put my feelings into words. I saw the plot holes. I saw the inconsistencies. I saw the bad points. But after watching it, I had this overwhelming feeling of sadness. Sadness because I realized that if they could make this movie about high school teenage girls and I would like it, and I liked it, that there would be no escape. That this was the end. There was no way out. They could make season 4 all about fart jokes, and I'd probably like it. Why? Because if they could make this movie enjoyable, there's just no way I could ever hate it. It basically proved that there was no way out. This was supposed to be my escape. When I first saw the trailer, my first initial thought was really joy, because I felt normal again for a split second. I thought that the show with the talking horses was better than what the trailer had to offer, but after watching the movie I realized it was done with the same care and attention, and it basically, to sum it all up, was the final nail on the coffin